What do you do when another parent calls your daughter a thug? I found out when Mrs. Ben showed up with her son, Derek, who had a split lip and dirt all over his school uniform. Your daughter is completely out of control. She tackled my son like some kind of linebacker, she yelled, gesturing wildly at Derek, who was trying to hide behind her. I looked at my 13-year-old Zoe, who was sitting on our couch with grass stains on her jeans and absolutely no guilt on her face. Zoe, what happened? Derek and his friends surrounded me after school. They said they were filming a prank video where they'd pretend to ask me to homecoming, then reject me, really mean when I said yes, for their TikTok. Mrs. Ben interrupted, it was just kids being kids, no harm intended. When I said no and tried to walk away, they followed me with the camera. Derek grabbed my backpack to stop me from leaving and said I was ruining their content. I felt my blood pressure rising, but I needed to hear everything before I completely lost it. Mom, I've watched these boys do this to other girls for weeks. Remember when Sophie Davis came home crying last month? And when Jessica couldn't eat lunch for 3 days straight? Zoe's voice started shaking, and I could see tears forming in her eyes. My heart broke into a million pieces. I remembered those incidents vividly. Sophie's mom had called me at midnight, sobbing and devastated because her normally confident daughter suddenly didn't want to go to school. She'd stopped eating breakfast and begged to be homeschooled. Jessica's parents were seriously considering switching schools because she'd developed panic attacks so severe she couldn't even walk past groups of boys in the hallway without hyperventilating and shaking uncontrollably. They make these videos to get followers. They think humiliating girls is entertainment, Zoe continued, wiping her nose with her sleeve. Derek told me I should feel honored they picked me because I'm pretty enough for good content. He said ugly girls don't get the privilege of being in their videos because they don't generate enough engagement for their accounts. Mrs. Ben's face was getting redder, but she stayed quiet for once, probably realizing how horrible that sounded coming from an adult's mouth in front of witnesses. I tried to tell the teachers, but they said boys tease girls they like, and I should take it as a compliment. Principal Johnson told me if I ignored them, they'd stop. Zoe's voice cracked completely. But they didn't stop, Mom. They got worse. They started following girls to their lockers, to the parking lot, even outside school grounds. They'd wait by the bus stops and film girls walking home alone. I felt rage building in my chest like lava ready to erupt. Not just at these boys, but at a system that consistently taught my daughter her feelings didn't matter, that harassment was somehow romantic attention she should appreciate and be grateful for receiving. That's when Derek said something that made me completely snap. He said, "Your mom raised you to be stuck up and frigid. Bet she was the same way in school. That's probably why she's divorced and can't keep a man around long enough." The room went dead silent. Even Derek stopped his dramatic sniffling and looked absolutely terrified of what he'd just said. "I know you work 2 jobs to take care of us, Mom. I know you sacrifice everything so I can have what I need. And I wasn't going to let some entitled brat disrespect you while his friends filmed it for likes and shares." So I tackled him and grabbed his phone. That's when I saw what was already on there. Videos of them doing this to other girls, making them cry on camera for views. Mrs. Ben's face went completely pale. There were at least 20 videos, Mom. Girls from our grade sobbing while these boys laughed and made cruel comments. I looked at Mrs. Ben, then back at my daughter. "Zoe, next time don't tackle them. Kick them in the shins first, then tackle them."